What is going on, you absolute champions? My name is Jake and welcome to my workroom. This is a place where I'm just going to try and bring you guys some content through that laptop and this camera. I'll do a room tour when my room is clean. It's nearly bedtime. As you can see, it's 8 o'clock and I 100% will be asleep by 9 o'clock every single night of the week because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning when it's time for me to go to work. But I want to try and bring you guys some in the room content, sort of like quarantine vibes, except I go to work for 12 hours a day. Sick. Anyway, first things first, let's talk about my TV. I can't actually, if you look at that angle, it doesn't quite face my bed, like at all. It faces my bathroom door, which is perfect if I was here, but I'm not. I'm there, and as you can see from here, it's not the best, but I can't complain. It's a room, and there's my bathroom. Pretty standard bathroom. If you guys wondered what I get up to on a normal night up here at work, well, let me tell you one thing, it changes every single night. I'm currently in week 2, which means Matt is away. Now, because Matt is away, it means 2 things. Number 1, I have his PlayStation. And number 2, which you can hear in the background, is his kettle. Now, before you go wild and think, oh, is he drinking coffee? No, obviously I'm not drinking coffee. The water here is just a little funky and tastes a bit better once it's boiled. Another thing that Matt has shown me. But also, I have 1.5 litres and I actually just finished my other 1.5 litres yesterday. So that only took me a day to get through. I drink a lot of water. So I'm going to be playing some Drive to San Francisco, try and do some missions, get a bit better at the game so I can carry Matt a bit more. But yeah, PlayStation's become a part of my nightly ritual in week 1 and 3, which are the 2 weeks Matt is here. Been doing runs around the camp with Jared. Went to the wedding the other day and saw Alex and some of the other boys. These are all just names to you guys. I'll get them all in the video soon. I'll do a video where I film myself and Matt's reactions of playing driver because it's kind of crazy. That kettle's really loud, but I'm going to keep it in anyway. I'm starting to get a sunglass tan that's quite bad, but that's fine. And then I spend a lot of my nights just laying in bed, either on YouTube or TikTok. Spoilers, yeah, doesn't bother me. So yeah, that's a bit of what I get up to at night. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a further insight into my life. That's not the controller that's on. This is. Cool, let's get into it. Alright, now that you guys have seen just a little bit of what I get up to whilst I'm in my room at work, it's time to move on to the next segment. What that is, I'm glad you asked. So, I've got Pat coming here pretty soon to play some guitar. And I'm not going to film any of that because we have a pretty good jam. I'll get to that one day when I can convince Pat to be on a video. But until then, we just have to go without. But that does bring us to what the next segment is. It's all about music. But what, you might ask? Probably not, because it's the title and thumbnail, but we're going to roll with it anyway. That is right. Welcome to the top 5 concerts I've ever been to. Roll it. Now, if you guys can see the corner up there, that is a board of all the concert tickets from concerts I've been to. And let me tell you one thing, I've been to a lot. So narrowing it down to 5 wasn't actually the easiest thing to do, but I got it done. In no particular order until number 1. Reese Maston, back in 2012. It's up there, I lied, 2014. This was Reese Maston at Astor Theatre, and Gemma actually won a competition where she got to sing on stage during Goodnight, which was his hit song at the time. Still is his hit song. It's a good one. Yeah, Gemma won an Instagram competition and got to perform it with him on stage. So before the show, we went on. Before the show, we got to go backstage with him, which was pretty cool. He was super nice. Said she did, she sung really well, and yeah, it was a really cool night. That's why that one comes in the top 5. Hugh Jackman, the man, the music, the show, is that right? Yeah, I'm pretty good. Hugh Jackman put on a ripper performance. He got there nice and early, so when we were in there, it was only about a quarter of Perth Arena was actually lit up, was full.
And he came out and he goes, yeah, I like to come early too. Introduced his opening act and everything. But my golly gosh, Hugh Jackman puts on a show. Just the way he was, like, he performed so many different songs. I have a video about it. It's got over 1,000 views. If you are into Hugh Jackman, go check it out. Yeah, he put on a really good show. He performed songs from The Greatest Showman. He did Peter Allen. He did Gaston. Les Mis, a Dear Evan Hansen song. He pretty much did all songs from movies and musicals that he's been a part of. It was incredible. Kiala Settle was there too. She sung This Is Me. Yeah, so that's Hugh Jackman. Moving on. Let's go an actual concert. The Amity Affliction and A Day to Remember Big Ass Tour. Incredible show. I'm a big metal fan, so when I was at this one, this was at Perth Arena, I was right up the front. A Day to Remember put on an amazing show. Jeremy's vocals are sick, but just all of it was incredible. And obviously Amity, I love Amity. They're one of my favorite bands ever. They put on a killer show. I'm trying to think, when was it? 14th of December 2015. I was 16 years old when I went to that one. I'm now 21. That is disgusting. Disgusting! But yeah, no, very good show. Very good bands. Motionless in White opened for them, as did The Ghost Inside. So it's really handy having all the information right behind me. That's the one I'm currently reading. But yeah, incredible. Next band. Alright, we're into the top 2, and these ones actually are in order because crazy things happened at both of these. Coldplay. So I was in America with JJ, and I was trying to convince him constantly. I said, JJ, let's go to Coldplay. And he went, nah, not really into Coldplay. JJ, please, I want to go to Coldplay. Let's go. Nah, look, we'll just get the cheap tickets. How cheap? $27. To convince JJ to come to Coldplay, we had to get the $27 tickets. So you imagine the stage. This was at the US Bank Stadium, the home of the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. And pretty much if the stage was here, we were as far up in the top corner as possible. Well, that's what we thought. $27. Keep that in mind. So we go up to where our block is, and they've said, oh, sorry, we've actually had to close this block off. Here's your new tickets. And so all of a sudden we go from the $27 section to the $200 section. And we were like, what just happened? We go down, we get our new seats, and we're like, holy, this is a big difference. I'm like, you know what? Since we are in this position where we paid $27 and we're in the $200 section, I will go spend $40 on a Coldplay t-shirt. So I do. I go to the merch stand with JJ, I buy a t-shirt. When we get back to our seats, someone has taken them. Someone has just taken our seats. Like, come on. So many seats around, whatever. So I go up to the top. We thought, we're not going to make a hassle. We go up to the ticket lady and say, hi miss, someone's in our seats. We hand her the tickets. She has a look. Yes, there is someone in our seats. Have they been reticketed? Did they just sit there? Could we have just sat somewhere else? All these questions unanswered. So anyway, she goes, come with me. She gets on her radio. Can I get ticket sales to whatever? And up comes the US Bank Stadium. I don't know if he was a manager, but he looked like he could have been a manager. And he said, come with me. So we went for a walk with him. We went through the VIP section, all the way down back to pretty much the entrance where we come from. Walked into ticket sales. He said, hi, can I please have the 2 best seats left in the house? Excuse me, what? Hey boys, is our floor seating alright, or did you want to be up in the stands? Floor seating's alright. No worries, come with me. Walks us back up to our area, back down past the people that stole our seats, onto the ground, hands the tickets over to the people with the wristbands. They give us this wristband, and I say, yeah, where's our seats? They said, just go around the other side and walk right up the front. We were in the $900 ticket section for Coldplay for $27. What? How does that even happen? And it was probably one of the coolest concerts. Obviously, number 2 on my list. They put on such a good show. They had streamers, confetti. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Everyone's colored wristbands were lighting up at the same time. It was absolutely one of the coolest nights of my life. And it cost $27. However, that brings us to number 1. All-time low. Seattle, 2017. So, prior to this concert, All Time Low were actually in Frio. And I went and saw them. and I met them. They gave me guitar picks, whatever. Couple months go by. We wake up on Tuesday the 11th of July, and to see the All Time Low. Oh yeah, sorry, I've got an itchy nose. We wake up to see that All Time Low had announced a free acoustic performance on the day of their show. So we woke up, got going, and then all of a sudden, here we are watching All Time Low play an acoustic set for free. Incredible start to the day. So a bit of time passes, and now all of a sudden we are at their meet and greet. We walk around the corner, Jack looks at me and goes, "You were at our Perth show." Jack, being the guitarist of All Time Low, remembered me from in Fremantle. Like, what? Are you good, bro? Anyway, we were up the front, we had barrier, we made a lot of friends, and all of a sudden Alex gets on the microphone and goes, "Hey, we want to bring some of you guys up on stage." Huh? So all these friends we'd made around us in the mosh pit started pointing to us. We had an Australian flag out, and we hear this. "Let's get our Australian brothers up on stage." This will be Mum asking me about a dinner. Ready?
Would you like something like a kebab?
So we jump the barrier, they pull us up on stage, and we pretty much just have a ball dancing around to Time Bomb with them. There is recording. We met these lovely people in the crowd that sent us the video. I will put in a part of it now.
Jump, 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 jump.
Absolutely amazing. Shout out to everyone that was at that concert. I had a really good time. We made some good friends, and just, we had a ball. Shout out to All Time Low. You guys really made our day. Like, you'll never understand how happy we were. 3 years later, and it's still all I can talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my top 5 concerts I've ever been to. My gosh, was that a hard list to put together, because I've been to a lot of good ones, but nevertheless, they were my top 5. If you have not already, make sure you hit the subscribe button that is down below. Your support means the world to me, and I cannot wait to keep growing with you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next one. Catch ya.